Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. This is our Twitch recap from last Sunday's live stream. We're picking up where the last episode left off, out at Tremonia Station. So I will turn you over to Old Me. Good, all of our life support is in fact topped off. We're going to get one of these scientists out of here. Who's our engineer? Kennedy? Need our engineer. Marta's our pilot. So, Dimitri, you get to sit this one out, buddy boy. Probably the best decision ever for you, anyway. Where's a good hatch? Twitch is twitching. Yes, we are landing today. We're gonna, well, I mean, hopefully. We're gonna try for it, because this was the next thing on the list. I mean, we could do some dockings around Venus if you would prefer. Is there any research in here? Oh yeah, hey, look, there's some data in here. All right, yeah, keep researching away there, buddy. I didn't know we had stuff in there to research. We should have radioed that home. When I return, am I going to keep the cure here to do research in the lab? I plan on taking any data we collect back down to Rosalina Memorial Station because you get a higher payout for doing research on the surface of stuff. But I honestly, I haven't decided if it's going to be this crew to take it down there or if we're going to wait until we cycle out the next crew. So I would like to get around to the daylight side of things. It just makes for better television. Hit that little show IVA button. Interior overlay? No. View? Whose view would you like to see? Okay. the little green button. Interior overlay, please. Oh, not nearly as absolutely tragic as last time. Oh, that's neat. There he is. Researching from a chair, as per usual. Oh man, that looks really cool. Why no giant Kerbals? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, Skylab has some EVA things going, or oh yeah, and it's not custom; it's taken from other things. I see what you mean, and that has a canister. That's weirdness. All right, we're gonna turn this off now. Get someone in the cupola. All right, we need to get down to business, or I'm just gonna sit here staring at pretty stuff all day. All right, last check. Yes, that has plenty of the fuels. That's topped off. All of these should be empty. Yes, yes, yes. That's empty also. Excellent. Its comms are turned on, and we're ready to go. So, undock. RCS, SAS. It's going to take a second to get there. Good, we have connection. Pull away, please, and thank you. Is it summer or winter on Earth in this save? RSS, the whole system being inclined, Moose also experiences the polar day-night regions. That's a real good question. I don't have any answers. It is, I mean, technically, I don't know, winter for Northern Hemisphere Earthlings? Alright, and... Oh, wait. No, no, no. Before we do that... Oh, no. I already unlocked all the life support. Okay, good, good, good. Whew. I thought we were gonna kill some people today. Undock. Whoa! Oh, that's new and interesting. Okay, stop. Let's go back a second to right about here, and there's a little something that I want to point out. And to do so, I guess I need to show some screen caps of last episode. Yeah. Anyway, at some point during a docking here, I hit an action group which extended the solar panels and the antennas on the Lunar Uber 2. This caused the antennas to be clipped into the space station proper, and so when the undocking command was given, they became a separate part. The clipping was registered, and Tremonia Station was torn apart from within by some omnidirectional antennas. Say what you will about how realistic this is. That is, in fact, what happened. And while I would never have consciously given the command to extend the solar panels and the antennas on the Lunar Uber 2 while it was docked to Tremonia Station, that is exactly what happened. Be it a negligent key push or just something I wasn't paying attention to, I really should have caught this bit here with the solar panels extending, and that really should have clued me into what was going on. However, I was probably not paying very close attention, and this is the result. So, anyway, with all of that said, let's go ahead and get back to the live stream proper. Oh, great. That dude's in Skylab. Shh. Why can nothing ever be smooth? Ah, come on, man. What the hell just happened? So while it does take poor Dimitri here a little while to get back to the, I don't know, I guess calling that the main portion is a little weird because it's kind of the smaller one. And here's where we're trying to piece together a little bit of what exactly the hell happened. As you can see, we just have lots of debris floating around. There's a Lunar Uber 2, and it probably would have been smarter just to go straight there and meet up with the rest of the crew and then bring them back to this bit of Tremonia Station as we EVA our way through a debris field. It just now occurs to me the ridiculousness of that, but you know, it's welcome to Kerbal Space Program. So we're gonna get him aboard Dory here eventually, and then I will turn you over to old me. Grab. Please don't bounce off and smash things. Board. Unlock these. Yeah, I don't think we actually... Nope, that was a fuel tank anyway, and some experiments. That is a battery. Yeah, there's no accessory life support anywhere on here. That has a life support tank, but is empty. That's Lunar Uber. This is where a good chunk of our life support is, has none docking ports. That's junk. Man. Things are scattering quite quickly. 2.1 kilometers away already. Alright. This we don't need. This we probably do. RCS. I wonder if it was one of those antennas poking into something that... Alright, I need to know where I'm going, first of all. This had most of the life support. Yep. Like, almost all of it. Good times. Good times. Alright, so, rename Tremonia Station remains of Tremonia Station. Except, let's at least get the crew all back together, and then we'll figure out what they're doing. Resupply, Tremonia, it remains. There it is. Awesome. Straight ahead. No fuel unlocked. Even better. Alright. Come on, KSP. Catch up with me here.
And as the Lunar Uber 2 makes its approach to what's left of Tremonia Station, the remains of Tremonia Station, we did have a good opportunity to talk about future plans for how to replace the station. It is an absolutely essential bit of our uh, Earth-Moon system hardware, as we would very much like to continue research from Rosalina Memorial Station, or even a new, different surface outpost. But having this orbital station is absolutely essential for the continued mission and our research projects here around the moon. So we actually absolutely do need a station in low moon orbit to support all of these things. So the plan right now is probably just to utilize the old Skylab module and construct out a new station around that, or at least using mostly new bits for that. But we will get to the planning phases of that a whole lot later. Maybe on next week's live stream, we'll start plotting some of that out, seeing as how we are just really a week or two away from our Mars launch window, and we have the new BPR rocket with the Chestnut crew pod scheduled to launch this window, a bunch of resupply pods to support that mission for our Mars surface space project that we've been working on for well over a year. And so the space program is about to get very, very, very busy. And so the well, the investigation into what happened here and how are we going to replace this station and continue our lunar research will probably have to take a back burner to all of our Mars projects. And then, of course, we do need to go back and turn our attention to Venus and start assembling all of our bits for our upcoming crewed flights to Venus orbit as well. So this is a really, really bad time to have a mission critical infrastructure necessary installation just to tear itself apart on the back of some antennas. Which, yeah, again, a few people came into chat late. We needed to re-explain kind of what happened, although we didn't really have a very good grasp on it at this point. It took some investigating after the fact, but we had all the facts collected really by the time the live stream came to an end, which is how I know what I know and was able to give you all kind of the rundown as it happened earlier in the episode. But Lunar Uber 2 has reached its destination, and we're going to try to go for a nice, easy docking this time around anyway. So we'll go ahead and pull our about face. We'll set our target, and I'm actually going to turn you over to old me for a real-time docking sometime here in the next couple of seconds or so that all of you can suffer through this with me.
A little bit of boatiness. A little bit of slow the hell down. Slow the hell down. A little bit more wrong keys. Yeah, well. Concentration intensifies. Not likely. I'm still going to screw it up a whole lot. Oh, yep. Wrong keys, wrong keys. Tap, tap. That looks pretty good there. Oh, come on. Really? Alright. There we go. Docked and stuff. Let's go ahead and just get this crew out. And over into dory here. Grab board. Alright, we gotta move some crew around. I wouldn't quite call it a clean docking, but it was functional enough. Transfer. There we go. Alright, I didn't hear the sound right away, so I wasn't sure if it was actually transferring. There we go. Alright, and where's our pilot? EVA. Now the Uber still has both of its comms on there. Grab board. Alright, and now we're gonna... Yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and undock and get this silliness underway. Let's just make sure... Because really, like, we got, what, an hour until we have a window to go ahead and eject for Earth, so might as well, I suppose. Just a last quick check, make sure our fuel is in fact unlocked, or not unlocked, topped off. It's still locked, that's why. Our engineer might have a drill. Where is she? Kennedy, EVA. Yeah, might as well fix that. Where'd Nancy Kennedy, EVA. Oh no. She can't. Hatch is obstructed. Herp derp. Herp derp. Come on. Uh-oh. KSP, please. Alright. Transfer. Seriously, KSP? Thank you. Jeez. Irony. Crew hatch. EVA. Tell me you still got your DeWalt there. Excellent. Equip. We'll just set you here for right now. Loading, loading. There we go. All right. Needs to be closer to the center, huh? Or is that in the center and my angle is just skewed? Yeah, it's about as... Yeah, it looks like it's on straight. We're getting back in. So, crew hatch. Oh. Fletcher, what the hell, man? Transfer. Oh, food run. Bring me something, Pulsey. Yes, hatch does work, board. Yay, I almost left this guy. Why you no grabbing board? Alright, cool. All four aboard Dory now. Let's go ahead and disembark. Please, no more explosions. Thank you. RCS stability control. Unlocking fuel. Get clear. Okay, good. Gimbals check. Sorry, Wookie. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I forget literally every time. And with the crew all safely aboard the Dory, we will start to plot our return home. Of course, we're just a little off plane, so it is going to involve a pretty drastic plane change maneuver at some point. But for right now, we're just going to try to get our periapsis low. We would really just like to get them out of the debris field and on their way home. They've got upwards of 2 months of life support supplies in this little vessel, so it's best to have all of them here rather than in the lunar Uber just sitting around. And once they get back to KSP Station, they've got several years of life support at their disposal, so they can just hang out there and enjoy a little bit of trouble-free vacation for a good while we build from scratch a vessel to go pick them up, because we don't have one on standby. We wrecked our last Shuriken. So, yeah, they're going to be hanging out for a while, as it turns out. That's, I mean, I don't know. They've got a Game Boy Advance or something. I'm sure they have some magnetic Scrabble boards that they can play with. They'll be plenty entertained. There's lots of movies, and the bitrate is far better on Netflix streaming in low Earth orbit than it is in low Moon orbit. But anyway. So this is our very loosely plotted ejection burn. Again, kind of working against the clock because we have a bunch of other stuff that we have to get to within just a few days of this happening, which is really fun. I thought I had, a week or two where I could pull this mission off and it would be nice and leisurely, and then all of a sudden it turns into, well, it's going to be 7 days getting back to our Earth periapsis, or 3 days, I should say. But we have to make a second pass. We're just going to brake a little bit here and then adjust our inclination to match KSP Station at a much higher orbit than even this. I was just getting a loose feel for the periapsis, or for the Delta V figures at that much braking. We're actually going to do it way further out, so it's going to be about a 2 to 3 week turnaround. So they're going to be hanging out here in Dory for a while. It's going to have that nice lived-in feel to it. So that's how things are going to go. Anyway, yeah, this is a more accurate representation of what our plane change maneuver is going to look like, or at that altitude of somewhat. And of course, we have a Kerbal alarm clock telling us not lots of nice things coming up. Of course, we won't have time to get to all of it, but that's just the nature of things. So after a few days of just straight falling, we will get ourselves angled into this, I don't know, orbital reduction maneuver, 40 some odd meters per second. But just a little small correction to keep us from maybe encountering the moon, since they'll be sitting in orbit for a while. Yeah, we'll just reduce it a little bit. KSP struggling to catch up with me. That's what all the mouse wiggling is going on about. But yeah.
So a little more node plotting, a little more on the throttle just to make sure that we're getting clear of the moon's SOI, and then we will plot out our plane change and spend a little time wiggling it around. We looks like we might have been able to have a close encounter if I had maybe taken a little more time to plot this out better, but not that it all matters entirely. And I should say that we did in fact make this plane change and lower the orbit, get them into a parking orbit before we had to turn our attention to other things. But that's coming up later. That's going to do it for this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.